फ्रेंड्स, कैसे हो आप सब? बढ़िया, मैं भी बहुत बढ़िया, एकदम मस्त क्लास। ठीक है, सो आप अपनी बार में इंट्रो नहीं दूंगा। ठीक है, तो मैंने ये भी बता दी पिछले वीडियो में बताया उस वीडियो मैंने कि मैंने नया चैनल खोला एसपीएन एकेडमी, और मैं ऑलरेडी की एक वीडियो अपलोड कर चुका हूँ +2 क्लास के लिए। सो आई होप सभी ने पिछली वीडियोस देख ली होगी और सभी को समझ भी आ गई होगी। किसी को किसी भी तरह की कोई भी कंफ्यूजन है, कोई भी क्वेरी है, वो मेरे इंस्टाग्राम आईडी को फॉलो करे। ठीक है, उस पर मुझे अपनी क्वेरी लिखिए, और मैंने अपनी जीमेल आईडी भी डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दी हुई है, उस पर मुझे लिख सकता है और कमेंट सेक्शन में भी अपनी क्वेरी लिख के बता सकता है। हम जल्द से जल्द उनकी क्वेरी सोल्व करना शुरू करेंगे। ठीक है, तो पिछली बार हमने इनवर्स ट्रिगर शुरू की थी, तो मैंने उसमें आपको साइन, कोसाइन और टेंजेंट के ग्राफ्स बताए थे इनवर्स के, और उसमें आपको मैंने प्रिंसिपल वैल्यू और जनरल वैल्यू के बारे में बताया था। ठीक है, सो आप सभी जिन्होंने अभी तक मेरी पिछली वीडियो नहीं देखी हो, पिछली वीडियो देखी, आपको उस वीडियो का लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मिल जाएगा। ठीक है, तो हम आज कंटिन्यू करेंगे विद आवर अनदर ग्राफ्स ऑफ कोटेंजेंट, सीकेंट, कोसेकेंट एंड सम प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ इनवर्स ट्रिगर। सो नाउ वी कंटिन्यू विद आवर लेक्चर। इनवर्स ट्रिग्नोमेट्री। हमने पिछली बार लिए थे साइन, कॉस एंड टेंजेंट इनवर्स के ग्राफ। सो आज हमने पिछली बार उनकी रेंजेस एंड डोमेन्स के बारे में पढ़ा था। ठीक है, और उनके इंटरवल्स मिले थे हमें प्रिंसिपल वैल्यूज के लिए। ठीक है, सो आज हम करेंगे कोटेंजेंट के लिए, कोटेंजेंट इनवर्स का ग्राफ, सीकेंट इनवर्स का ग्राफ, कोसेकेंट इनवर्स का ग्राफ, और उनकी रेंजेस एंड डोमेन्स एंड सम प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ इनवर्स ट्रिग्नोमेट्री फंक्शन। So now we start with our cotangent inverse graph. So graph of cot inverse x. So we all know the graph of cot x as we studied in the +1 class. So we remind it. So what is the graph of cot x? It is at cot 0. What is its value? It is infinity. From infinity we have for pi by 2 equals to 0. So here we have 0. Here we have pi by 2. What the value of cot is 0? It is infinity. So we have to start from infinity. And what is the value of cot pi by 2? It is equals to 0. So we have got up to 0. Okay guys. Now, what is the range and domain of cot x as we all know. So now we continue with the cot inverse x. Now here cot inverse x. So at cot inverse infinity, what is its value? It is equals to 0. Is equals to 0. And what is cot inverse 0? It is equals to pi by 2 and minus pi by 2. Here it is a graph of cot inverse x. What is the value here? Minus pi by 2, 0 and pi by 2. So what is the value term guys? At cot inverse minus pi by 2, cot inverse minus infinity, it is equals to minus pi by 2. And cot inverse 0, it is equals to 0. And cot inverse infinity, it is equals to pi by 2. So guys, what is now range and domain of? Now from the graph we have to find the range and domain of cot inverse x. So if in these interval no repetition of values comes, so what is the range of cot inverse x? Tell guys, what is the range? It is equals to between the interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Close bracket minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. And what is the domain? It is from minus infinity to infinity. Okay guys? What is the range and domain? The range of cos inverse x equals to close bracket minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. And what is the domain? It is all real values from minus infinity to infinity plus infinity. I hope all guys understand what is the range of cos inverse x. It is equals to close bracket minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. And what is the domain of cos inverse x? It is equals to minus infinity to plus infinity. Now we have go through graph of cosecant inverse x. Now the graph of cosecant inverse x. Firstly, what is the graph of cosecant x? So what is the graph of cosecant x? At 0, what is the value of cosecant x? It is equals to infinity. And at pi by 2, what is its value? It is equals to 1. And what its value if we have cosecant minus pi by 2? It is equals to minus 1. And cosecant 0, infinity, as we all know. Here this type of graph is come. It is equals to minus pi by 2, 0 and pi by 2. From at cosecant 0 we have infinity and cosecant pi by 2 we have 1. Same here, through this we have cosecant 0 equals to 0, infinity, sorry, and cosecant minus pi by 2 equals to minus 1. So here is the graph of cosecant x. Now we all know the domain and range of cosecant x. Now we go through the cosecant inverse, graph of cosecant inverse x. What is the graph of cosecant inverse x? We have we have cosecant inverse x. So here is the graph of cosecant inverse x. So guys, as we all know, cosecant pi by 2 equals to 1. So here comes 1. That cosecant minus pi by 2 is equals to minus 1. Here it comes minus 1. And what we have cosecant 0 equals to cosecant inverse 0 equals to, sorry, cosecant inverse infinity equals to 0. So here cosecant inverse equals to 0. Cosecant inverse minus infinity equals to 0. So here is the graph of cosecant inverse x. What is the range and domain of cosecant inverse x? from the graph we get the range and domain of cosecant inverse x. Sorry guys, graph come from somewhat. It is secant inverse graph. So I erase it. We have to redraw the graph of cosecant inverse x. There is little mistake in between. So here is the graph of cosecant inverse x. Guys, what is the range and domain of cosecant inverse x? This is equals to, the range is equals to closed interval minus pi by 2 comma 0 to union 0 comma pi by 2. So what is the domain here is? It is equals to minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity. So what the guys range and domain here is? Range is equals to close bracket minus pi by 2 comma 0, means here 0 is not included in its range, union 0 to comma pi by 2 close bracket. Okay? What is the range domain here? Minus infinity to minus 1 close bracket union 1 to infinity, means here is minus 1 and 1 is included. So I hope you all guys understand what is the graph of cosecant inverse x and what is its range and domain. Now we have continued with the graph of secant inverse x. In this, I directly draw the graph of secant inverse x because I think you are now able to draw the graph of secant inverse x by yourself. This, here is minus 1, here is 1. In previous cosecant inverse x, I am really sorry for some mistake because in cosecant inverse x, I draw the graph of secant inverse x. So there is a really mistake, small mistake. So please forgive me. And now please take care of it in these graphs. Now what is the range and domain of secant inverse x? What is its range and domain? It is equal to what is its range? It is equals to 0 comma pi by 2 union pi by 2 comma pi. So what is its domain? Is equals to minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity. What is its range, guys? Close bracket 0 to pi by 2 union open bracket pi by 2 to pi close bracket. Here means pi by 2 is not included in its range, and here its domain, it is from minus infinity to minus 1 close bracket union 1 to infinity 1 close bracket. Okay? Here means minus 1 and 1 are included. So why is pi by 2 not included? Because at pi by 2 our secant inverse x is not defined. So where the values of secant inverse x not defined, we do not consider it in our range. So guys, we have not included pi by 2 in our range. Okay. So here is some graphs of sine inverse x, cos inverse x. Now, guys, we have draw the graphs of sine inverse x, cos inverse x, tan inverse x, cotangent inverse x, secant inverse x, cosecant inverse x, and we find its ranges and domains and intervals for the principal values. So now we have to draw a table in which we simultaneously write the range and domain of sine inverse x, cos inverse x, tangent inverse x, cosecant inverse x, cot inverse x, and secant inverse x. So here is the graph. So here is the table. Trigonometric functions. Ranges and domains. Which trigonometric functions we have? 6 trigonometric functions were first sine inverse x. What is its range? Its range is equals to minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2, close bracket, minus pi by 2, close bracket, pi by 2. What is its domain? Is equals to close bracket minus 1 to 1. Okay guys, what is the range of sine inverse x? It is equals to close bracket minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. What is the value of domain of sine inverse x? It is equals to close bracket minus 1 to 1. And now cos inverse x. What is its range? Guys, it is equals to close bracket 0 to pi. And what is its domain? It is same equals to minus 1 to 1. Okay guys, now we have take tan inverse x. What is its range? It is equals to minus pi by 2 to close bracket minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. And what is its domain? It is equals to minus infinity to all real values. We have taken its domain. Now we have taken cot inverse x. What is its range? It is 0 to pi. And what is its domain? It is equals to minus infinity to infinity. What is the range of cot inverse x? It is equals to close bracket 0 comma pi. And what is its domain? All real values from minus infinity to infinity. Now we take secant inverse x. Here, what is its range? It is equals to 0 to pi minus pi by 2. Okay guys, its range is equals to 0 to pi minus pi by 2. We can't consider pi by 2 in its range because at pi by 2 it is not defined. So we don't take pi by 2 in its range. What is its domain? Minus infinity to minus 1, close bracket, union 1 to infinity. Okay guys, what is its domain? Minus infinity to minus 1, union 1 to infinity. Now what is the range of cosecant inverse x? It is equals to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 minus 0. Why we don't take 0 in its range? Because at 0 cosecant inverse x is not defined. So at the value where the cosecant inverse x is not defined, we didn't take it in our range. What is its domain? Same as minus infinity to minus 1, union 1 to infinity. So guys, we recall it sine inverse x. The range is equals to from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So these are also known as intervals for principal values. Ranges of these inverse functions are also known as principal values. Intervals for principal values. So what is its domain for sine inverse x? Close bracket -1 to 1. And for cos inverse x, what is its range? Close bracket 0 to pi. What is its domain? Close bracket -1 to 1. Tan inverse x, close bracket -pi by 2, and domain equals to -infinity to infinity. Cos inverse x, range is equals to close bracket 0 to pi, and domain equals to -infinity to infinity, means all real values including between -infinity and infinity. Secant inverse x, what is its range? 0 to pi, close bracket -pi by 2. Why we don't take pi by 2? Because at pi by 2 secant inverse x is not defined, so we didn't take the values when secant inverse x is not defined, so we exclude the pi by 2 in between this interval. And what is domain? It is equals to -infinity to -1 union 1 to infinity. And for cosecant inverse x, it is range is equals to from -pi by 2 to pi by 2 -0. Here's the same situation at 0. The value of cosecant inverse x is not defined. Can't we take 0 as the range? Because at those values where cosecant inverse x is not defined, we didn't take anything range. So what is the domain of cosecant inverse x? -infinity to -1 union 1 to infinity. So this is the table. This is the most important table in this chapter. So all you learn these values. So these values are usable in next questions we have done. Okay. Now we move forward. Now guys, we do some questions on principal values and general values. So continue with our questions. First question. Find the value of sine inverse So guys, this is the question. Find the value of sine inverse minus √3 by 2. So what is its answer, guys? As we all know, the principal value of sine inverse x is between -pi by 2 to pi by 2. Right? Take some time and solve the question. Then I told you how to solve this question. So you all check. Take 1 to 2 minutes for solving this question. I hope all guys you solve this question. Now I tell you how to solve this question. So we have to find the value of this sine inverse -√3 by 2. And we all know the principal value coming between -pi by 2 to pi by 2. We all know in 0 to pi by 2, sine inverse has no negative value. Okay guys, no negative value. So we have answer in between -pi by 2 to 0 in fourth quadrant. Okay guys, so what is its answer? We have to solve. How we solve this? Let solution. Let sine inverse -√3 by 2 equals to y. Okay guys, let sine inverse -√3 by 2 equals to y. Take the sine inverse to second side. We have left with sine y equals to -√3 by 2. Okay guys, sine y equals to -√3 by 2. So where the value of -√3 by 2 is come? In first quadrant we know no negative values come for sine y. So it's not possible that its value of y is coming between 0 to pi by 2. But it in fourth quadrant from minus pi by 2 to 0, it is negative. So in fourth quadrant it is negative. So what is the value of y here? Sin y equals to sine of, where this from? We have 2 pi minus sorry, it is come on minus pi by 3. So here when we equate these, what we come with conclusion that y equals to minus pi by 3. What is the answer, guys? Y equals to minus pi by 3. I hope all you guys get the same answer. Y equals to minus pi by 3. So what we do here? First of all, we take sine inverse minus root 3 by 2 equals to y. Then we take sine inverse on the other side. We have sine y equals to minus root 3 by 2. Then we know what is where minus root 3 by 2 come in sine. Sine y equals to on pi minus pi by 3. We know minus root 3 by 2 comes. So we equate sine y equals to sine of minus pi by 3. From this equation, we conclude that y equals to minus pi by 3 and we get the answer. Now we take see this question for once for 5 to 10 seconds and then we continue with our next question. Now we continue with our next question. This is simple question, I think. So take 5 to 10 seconds and solve this question. Guys, I hope you are done with the question. Now I continue solution. Here, let same procedure, cos inverse 1 by 2 equals to y. What we can do, cos inverse 1 by 2 equals to y. Let now take this on other side. We have cos y equals to 1 by 2. Okay, guys. So on we know the principal value interval of principal value of cos x equals to 0 to pi. But we also know on 0 to pi by 2 it is positive and pi by 2 to pi it is negative. So in which interval you have taken 0 to pi by 2. So in 0 to pi by 2 where 1 by 2 comes in, cos y equals to cos pi by 3. So from this equation we conclude that y equals to pi by 3. I hope you all guys get the same answer. Please see the question for 5 to 10 seconds and then we continue with the next question. Okay guys, we continue with the next question. Now guys, there is some tricky question you have to calculate. Question 3. Find the value of So guys, see this question for 2 seconds and try to solve this question. Then I tell you how to solve this. I know it is lengthy question, so please try this question. Okay guys, we continue with our question solution. First we take this, then this, then this. Okay guys, first let cos inverse 1/2 equals to y. So here 1/2 equals to cos y, and we have cos y equals to cos pi by 3. From here we have y equals to pi by 3. In this part, what we have, tan inverse 1/√3 equals to x. So 1/√3 equals to tan x. So here tan x equals to tan of pi by 6. From here we have x equals to pi by 6. Here in this part we have sine inverse √3/2 equals to w. √3/2 equals to sine w, and sine w equals to sine pi by 3. Here we get w equals to pi by 3. So what we get the answer in last, y equals to pi by 3, x equals to pi by 6, and w equals to pi by 3. So we have to find the sum of 3. So we have to sum all 3. So sum these. We have y plus x plus w equals to pi by 3 plus pi by 6 plus pi by 3. What we get? Pi by 3 plus pi by 3 to pi by 3 and plus pi by 6. Take LCM. What we have? 6 as LCM. Here 4 pi plus pi upon 6 equals to 5 pi by 6. What the answer we get? 5 pi by 6. What we do guys here? First cos inverse 1/2 था यहाँ पे ना, equals to y. So we take cos inverse, same procedure we done with triple of these. Cos inverse 1/2 equals to y, 1/2 equals to cos y. We take cos inverse on other side. Then cos y equals to cos pi by 3, 1/2 equals common pi by 3. Here from equation we have cos y equals to pi by 3. Okay guys, so in this we have tan inverse 1/√3, same procedure, equals to x. 1/√3 equals to tan x. Tan x equals to tan pi by 6, and we have x equals to pi by 6. In third one, sine inverse √3/2 equals to w. √3/2 equals to sine w. Sine w equals to sine pi by 3, and w equals to pi by 3. So we have to find the sum of 3, and then y plus x plus w equals to pi by 3 plus pi by 6 plus pi by 3. We have to take the LCM and solve. We get 5 answers, 5 pi by 6. Okay guys, I hope I understand the question how to solve this. So guys, I hope this is sufficient for today. And और मुझे लगता है कि आपको मेरा लेक्चर समझ आया होगा, और किसी को किसी भी तरह की कोई भी कंफ्यूजन है, क्वेरी है, तो प्लीज कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखिए. मेरी इंस्टा पे मुझे आप डीएम करें, मुझे जीमेल करें. प्लीज मेरे से आपसे एक और रिक्वेस्ट है, प्लीज मेरे लेक्चर्स अगर आपको पसंद आ रहे हैं तो उसे ज्यादा से ज्यादा शेयर करें, सब्सक्राइब करें, लाइक करें, और प्लीज और आपको पिछली वीडियोस का लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में, और बेल आइकन को जरूर प्रेस करना ना भूलें, ताकि आपको हमारी वीडियो का नया अपडेट मिल सके. तो प्लीज आपसे सभी से एक ही रिक्वेस्ट है, प्लीज मुझे मोटिवेट करिए, मेरे इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें ताकि मैं ज्यादा से ज्यादा वीडियो अच्छे से अच्छी वीडियो बना पाऊँ, आपके सबके लिए अच्छा से अच्छा कंटेंट ढूंढ के लाऊं और आपको अच्छे से अच्छे क्वेश्चन करवाऊं आपके लिए, ताकि आपके परफॉर्मेंस में बेटरमेंट आए। सो प्लीज प्लीज प्लीज, थैंक यू वेरी मच।